Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. I want to just address this one little thing from yesterday's video, and that is the Walmart exclusive Justice League Bluray DVD digital edition that's going to be at Walmart. Of course, I just said that. And it shows this one little sticker that says, a bonus scene never seen or not seen in theaters. It's going to provide a bonus scene. Now, I looked like I felt pretty excited about it, and you know, I was pretty excited about it because I'm like, it's more content for a movie that I saw in theaters many times, and I love to see more of it, even though we do see more of it like in the trailers, but actually put back into the film. So I'm not going to lie, I was very excited about it, but reading through your comments and reading through the posts on Twitter, and I come to a realization that, yeah, you know, I still feel cheated because it's one bonus scene. Not two bonus scenes, not three bonus scenes, a bonus scene, meaning uno, just one bonus scene. And when you say scene, that really is just like take for instance this room I'm in. It's going to be shot completely in this room with one part of the story, not many parts of the story in one room, but one part of the story. And so you're thinking, well, what the heck it's going to be? There's so much. You pull up any Justice League trailer, pull up any Justice League trailer, including the teasers, and you'll see scenes you've never even seen before in the film. And which part of that, which one of those, just one, you get to pick one out of 24 or so different scenes, and you only get to pick one. And you don't know how long it is, because legitimately, you're looking at a sticker that says a bonus scene never seen in theaters, and they make it sound so exciting. But when it's a substantial amount, you know what they'd put on that? They'd say 10 more minutes of bonus footage, 15 more minutes, half an hour of bonus footage material extended, added to the material. That's not what it says. It just says a bonus scene. It could literally be 2 more seconds of Flash talking to his dad. It could literally be that DMC takedown clip of Alfred meeting the team. And I want to, you know, how much do you want to bet that is actually the scene they're talking about? Because when you look at that clip, if you can find it anywhere, it shows it almost worked on Cyborg. It looks like they're putting the CG back onto that thing. And the way that scene plays out, it's very tonally, very put together, much like the film that we got in theaters. So that could possibly be the scene they're talking about. But that was, what, 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds? Very little. Very, very little. So yeah, I do feel incredibly cheated to know that they're going to put a bonus scene that really should have been in there in the first place, that it should be part of multiple scenes. Like they've said before, there's nearly 3 hours of footage, and probably put together in some kind of Snyder cut so the executives to see and tell him what he should cut and rework around. There is a ton of material out there. They're all in the trailers. Even the stuff that they cut out, Kiersey Clemens, Iris, Flash saving Iris, Cyborg looking at a map, Victor Stone walking through some Nazi kind of territory, his whole football scene. There's so many different things in there that are not in the theaters, and so it just disheartens me a bit. And I just came to realization today that even though I appreciate they're going to put a scene, it's just one scene. It's just so small. It's such a small reward for waiting this long for a digital, a Blu-ray edition. It's such a small reward for putting up with the chopped up theatrical cut, which I enjoyed very much for what it was. But for even me, I know exactly what. I don't know exactly, but even me, I can see how much material has been chopped up, cut out, and will probably never ever see it. You know, it's disheartening and it's sad, but I mean, that's what it. I guess it is what it is. So whether or not this is the only edition we'll get, whether or not we'll get any other extended cut, whether or not there's a Zack Snyder will they actually put money or have already put money, or if there's anything in the works for the extended cut. I mean, Larry Fong went on Twitter and he did say that he told everybody he did not work on Justice League, and we all know that Fabian Wagner was he did not work on Justice League. But in the past, Zack Snyder has always put out an extended cut, a different cut, a full cut from him for another version of the same movie. Of course, Zack Snyder kind of just gave up on this thing. I mean, he put all this Justice League material off his own website, off his own, it was at Facebook or Vero or whatever, and He clearly wants to stay back away from this. He clearly stepping back and he hasn't even watched the movie, so he knows full well that this is not his movie that is shown in theaters anymore, and that his release may not ever be released anymore. I mean, I think they're really done with Zack Snyder, even though I think he's still a producer credit for Wonder Woman 2, but we won't know for sure until we get closer to that production. So I just had to put that little note in there that even though I seem kind of relieved to see a scene, I just come to realization that it's just one scene, and that one scene could span several seconds to less than a minute. It's nothing substantial, because if anything substantial, they'd put how many minutes you're actually getting additional footage of, and they're not saying that. Although we don't get to look at the back of the box, so when that time comes, we'll look at it and see if it's anything substantial or not. But I highly doubt it's going to be anything substantial, which is very disheartening, indeed. So that's pretty much it for the DC news for today. And that was actually yesterday's news, but I just wanted to add that little tidbit. Now on to the Marvel stuff that I never got to talk about, and that is actually coming from Sony Marvel. Now you all know Venom is being produced, starring Tom Hardy as the titular character, Venom himself, and apparently, judging from his Instagram post, looks like Carnage is also going to be in this movie. Probably the big bad himself. So, I mean, Venom is probably more of an anti-hero in this respect, more than the one in Spider-Man 3, which is more along the line of the comics. I haven't actually read it, but I know there was like a slew of comics with Venom as being the anti-hero in that respect. So maybe there's more to that. I'm not sure. How does it tie into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I have no idea. But it has been shown, it has been said on articles today that Tom Holland is actually spotted on the set of Venom as Peter Parker. And they're saying he's not going to appear as Spider-Man, but he's going to appear as Peter Parker. So that almost concludes that it is part of Marvel Cinematic Universe, which we never really quite doubted, even though they said it's a different world from the Marvel Cinematic Universe because this is what Sony's producing on their own without Spider-Man. But I think what they really meant to say, just like how Matt Reeves, the Batman, just like how Wonder Woman is, just like how Aquaman is, it's that it's a solo story in the world of that universe, but not totally involving the characters of other universe. It's solely about Venom, just like it's solely about Batman, solely about Aquaman, and Wonder Woman, if you want to compare notes on those. So I think that's the route they're going to take with this, and I'm not totally excited for the film. I'd want to see a trailer first and see how that turns out, because I'm not really a big fan of Spider-Man Homecoming per se. I actually like the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans very much. I like Andrew Garfield's 1 and 2, actually. I quite enjoyed those two films as well. So I'm not quite sure about this one, about Venom, but like I said, I have to see a trailer first. But today is January 17th, 2018, and today is the release of the Japanese Godzilla Netflix anime. It's queued up. It's right here. I'm ready to watch this sucker right after I do this video. But I implore you, for any Godzilla fans, please watch this film. It's Godzilla. It's Godzilla like you've never seen it before. I can't really recommend it because I haven't seen it, but it looks pretty fantastic. It looks pretty amazing, and I think as a Godzilla fan, you should actually watch it. You just have to go and watch it. There's 2 more movies being produced, and it's the trilogy of animated flicks. So I'm looking forward to what they do next. I mean, I hear Mecha Godzilla is going to show up. So I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to have to watch it first to see if it's appropriate for children, because my boys are huge Godzilla fans. I've got Godzilla toys all over the place, all over the place. But I'd be really happy to see this movie. So once I get off of this, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But that is it for today. Not much today in news, and that's okay because I can finally go watch the movie I've been waiting to watch for over a year right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I implore you to do so as well. So what do you guys think? What do you think that extra scene in Justice League is? Do you think it's anything very is substantial, or do you think it's very small, like how I think it will probably be? And what do you think that scene will be? Also, are you excited for Venom, the solo kind of the side story to the Spider-Man universe? And are you actually happy that Tom Holland is in it, meaning it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or you would rather have its own universe? Godzilla, the Netflix anime. Go and watch it. I hope you will. Alright guys, thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.